Hey guys, how's it going? This is me, T-Dude here, back with another edition of Game Pickups for the month of January of 2017. So, as you can see here, seems like we have a big box of stuff here. Actually this month is not as much as the usual months because, if anything, I'm pre-ordering the Nintendo Switch, or at least I already pre-ordered. So I'm excited for that. So I'm keeping the game purchases kind of low, but at the very least for me, I'm kind of excited to get these things. Like, I found these and they're all in a pretty good deal. So let's get started. So let's start with this thing right here, which I'm really intrigued about. So this is Book of Spells for the PlayStation 3 Wonder Book. Now you're probably asking yourself, what is the Wonder Book? What is this game? And you might have seen this game, possibly, maybe, I don't know. So back in like E3 of like, I don't know, 2009 or 10, probably one of those years. I remember PlayStation had a press conference and they introduced this game, Book of Spells, where they were introducing this Wonder Book, which, let me open this up real quick. So yeah, so this is the Wonder Book. And what it is basically a AR book, or augmented reality book, right? So you would use your PlayStation Eye camera for PlayStation 3, and which I also bought too, but I have a second one. And yeah, you would basically play this game for the Wonder Book, which is actually kind of really neat. I got to try it out, and it's actually really cool. It's obviously for kids, because it's part of like the Harry Potter like mythos, but yeah, I was actually kind of really impressed because it actually worked pretty well. And I learned that there were 3 more games for this thing, and I think they're only for Europe. I think there's not much information on any other Wonder Book games other than the Book of Spells. So yeah, so maybe I'll get those other games much later down the line. So with that package deal, actually, I also got iPets and Start the Party, which I know these games are pretty cheap to kind of get. They're all kind of bundled in together, so just got all that. Over here we got Soul Calibur 4 Premium Edition, and I got this at a card shop, basically, that also sells used games. And what it is basically a special edition, right, or premiere edition, whatever you want to call it. It has a bunch of goodies like Soul Calibur 4 comic and a shirt, which I'm going to try to get out of here. There we go. Shirt with Yoda, and some like other posters and other stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So I believe this is supposed to be the 360 version because it has Yoda on it. And I don't have the 360 version. I have the PS3 version, and I bought it knowing that it didn't come with a game. So since I already have it on a PS3, I might as well just either put it in, or I might as well just get the 360 version. So we'll see. Alright, over here we have a bunch of stuff here too. We have some collection of PSP games. One is Mortal Kombat Unchained for the PSP, and Buzz Master Quiz. Also, we have this thing right here, which is a PSP sampler disc. So, what it is actually like, I guess the sampler disc, right? But what it is basically just a bunch of videos for upcoming, at the time, PSP games. So, I'm really glad I only got like $1 for this thing, because it's not really worth much, if anything. So, there's that. Speaking of other demo disc stuff, we have some Xbox demo discs for Project Gotham Racing 2, Invisible War, or other stuff like that. I like to collect demo discs on occasion because I always think they're fun. Alien, yeah! And they're always fun to kind of include. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention that while I got Mortal Kombat Unchained, it came with a package of a PSP card charger and a PSP case, so that's nice. And let's see, okay, so this white box right here is for a 3DS game, but not just any 3DS game. It is a game that actually I never thought I would actually get, and it is, there you go, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D right there, a new Nintendo 3DS. So last month I recently got a new Nintendo 3DS, and I knew about this game for a while, because you know, I kind of chronicled, you know, Xenoblade Chronicles and how there's those 3 RPG games on the Wii that a lot of people wanted to get, right? And eventually Xenoblade Chronicles is kind of sought after at the very least. And I mentioned this to a coworker, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like," and we were doing like a game trade deal. So I got him a game, and in turn he got me Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which I am just amazed that, like, yeah, it's great. So I've been playing it for a little bit, really early into the game, and I'm just so happy about it that I actually got it. It's so much fun. And then we got this thing right here, the Batman Arkham Asylum Collector's Edition for the Xbox 360. This was in the same place that I got the Wonder Book and PlayStation Move games over there. And they had like a stack of these, and most of the stack, these like plastic covering here, was just like kind of destroyed. So I got the best one that out of the bunch, even though it still had a little crack over there, but whatever. And yeah, it's a collector's edition, which I guess I'll kind of just show you what's in here. And here is Batman Arkham Asylum Collector's Edition, and yeah, it's really cool. So it comes in this big case, which is held by magnets, and has a bunch of goodies inside. And one of it is a replica of a Batarang, which is pretty cool, except for the fact that it's like made out of plastic, which I'm kind of disappointed, because I remember seeing like these collector's editions at like EB Games a while ago, and I always thought that this would be like metal or something, but it's just plastic. So I don't know, it still looks kind of cool. But of course, it comes with a game, which comes in a nice little like sleeve. Actually, that's really cool. Of course, like a cool sticker with a code in the back, and I think a manual, right? And then like this thing, which is really cool, which is like this journal book that details the characters in Batman Arkham Asylum, which is really cool. Like, it looks really nice. Just like opening up, and it's like, oh shit, it's a journal, and it's like, oh shit, there's a bunch of cool stuff like Poison Ivy and Joker, and lots of detail of other stuff. It's actually really nice. So I'm really glad I got this collector's edition, because I remember playing the PS3 version by borrowing it from a cousin, and I beat it, but I never got my own copy, and now I do. So, and I got like the best kind of version of it for you know, a collector's edition, which is awesome. Great. All right, and in a case of I almost forgot to mention yet again. So here's some accessories and some other things that I've also gotten in the month of January. We got a black nunchuck, which is really cool because I have like 4 white nunchucks, so it's kind of neat to get like an alternate color now. I got 2 more PlayStation Move controllers, which is great. So now, I remember getting like, I think it was like last month or 2 months ago, where I got like another 2 PlayStation Move controllers, and they had like stickers and stuff on it. It was like awful, but like these are way better. So now I have like 6 of these. Yeah. We have a GameCube extension cable, so that's always cool. And also something that's probably totally useless, but whatever. It is a Nintendo RF module, I think. Yeah. So this thing, yeah. So you would just stick in like your N64, and you could play like RF. So that's a thing. And we have a really cool book that my sister got me for a late Christmas. Is the 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die book, which is awesome. I've been wanting to get this book for quite a long time, and it's so cool just to look at like a history of games and stuff, right? From like Daytona USA to whatever, Sega Rally Championship. Let's see, old Final Fantasy X, bunch of other like games that I definitely want to at least know about and play, because it's like always cool just to look at like what all this games and stuff. So much. I really love this book. It's great.
And now for the digital games of the month. Basically, I didn't get any other digital games other than the PlayStation Plus games, which, you know, they happen to be Day of the Tentacle Remastered, The Swindle, Blaze Rush, Titan Souls, and This War of Mine, The Little Ones. So really, not that much in terms of other downloadable games, but pretty good collection, I think. And there you have it. There's my game pickups of the month of January of 2017. And I think it's a pretty good collection of stuff. Right now I'm just saving up for the Nintendo Switch because I want to just go all out with not only just pre-ordering it, but getting like, you know, a few games and some controllers too. So some of the highlights, or the crown jewels, as I like to call them now, would include the Book of Spells Wonder Book game. Basically this and this thing, because it's actually kind of neat. Like, the technology that it uses is actually pretty cool, and it's just that there's only like 4 games for this thing, right? So, and with me, I'm probably gonna end up getting like all 4 of these games eventually. So, but it's pretty cool actually. It's pretty cool. Another thing to mention is the good old Batman Arkham Asylum Collector's Edition, which is really cool, since I don't have that many Collector's Edition, but a good bunch, I think, actually. But, like, yeah, this is actually really cool, and I'm really glad I got it. For at least the price I got it, too. But I think that the main event would be my copy of Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, even though it doesn't have the actual cover or split, you know, right there. Because I'm just so glad I got this game, basically. Because I just heard so much great things about Xenoblade Chronicles, and even though I know like RPGs is not really my type of thing, I'm going to try to really get into it. So, there you have it, guys. This is me, Tito here. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in another episode of Game Pickups.